this is Jill with StampWithJill.com and Fun Stamper's Journey. Today we are going to make a scallop pocket gift card holder, and this one is for a gift card to Burger King. So if you like to give burgers and fries as a gift, this is the project for you. So let's get started. First, I have some things already pre-cut, so we're going to go through that real quick. So I have pre-cut a scallop pocket from the scallop pocket die, and to create the insert here you take a 3" by 4 3/4" piece of cardstock and you die cut it with the corners right inside the edge there and the top to get it rounded. If you line it up just right, it gives you the perfect sized insert for your pocket. So I already have that done. And then we are going to make the burger, the cup, and the French fries in this video, and then we'll put it all together. So let's get started. First things first, we are going to put the scallop pocket together. So I've already folded on the score lines, and we are going to use I had to reach to get it, the Journey craft glue to glue this shut to create the scallop pocket. And if you just hold that down for about 5-10 seconds, it'll be secure. All right, so now we have our pocket. And then I've cut a piece of designer paper from The Good Life for the wood on the front, and we are going to tape that to the front. I actually cut it a little bit bigger, and I'll show you why. Because when the pockets fold, they could be a little bit off each time you make one. So what I do is I just cut it a smidge bigger, and I attach it on the front of there. And then you're just going to trim that off with scissors. Okay, so now we're going to work on the hamburger. I have an oval that is embossed with the tiny dots. I have a second oval, an oatmeal cookie for the bun. Put my glue away. I have another oval for the beef patty, an oval for the ketchup. I have a scallop punch out for the lettuce. And then I just have a scrap of Summer Days for the cheese. So first things first, we are going to sponge the edges of the bun. That kind of gives the hamburger a little bit of dimension. So you're just going to put a little ink around the edges of that. I actually do both the top and the bottom. So that's all set. Then you are going to tape your beef patty to the bottom of your bun. Okay. And then you can see we have you won't need all of this oval, so you only need part of it for the ketchup. Go ahead and add that on to the side. I cut off a little triangle for the cheese, and I only cut off about a pie shaped for the lettuce, so you don't have to worry if that rips. So I just tape this, and then we'll have the cheese coming out of the edge of it like that, and then we'll tape the whole thing onto the burger. So now you have your cheese, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put your burger on top. So I need to move my lettuce down just a little bit. I'm going to just peel that off and move that down just a smidge to here. And now I'm ready to put my burger top on there. So for these ovals, so now you have your burger. A little bit crooked, but we're just gonna go with it. So I used this oval die cut for most of these pieces, with the exception of the lettuce, and that is from the Journey Ovals. And this one is actually about 1 7/8, so just under 2 by 1 3/8. It's one of the smaller ones. Make your ovals a little bigger, your burger will be a little bigger. Okay, so now we have the burger. For the cup, I had used the Coffee First die set. I don't have that handy on my table. And I cut them with vellum, so you can sort of see through them. And it's hard to see right here in this picture, but I made some soda for the back of the cup. And all I did was cut 2 of these larger cups from Coffee First, and I just hand trimmed this with a little bit of a curve to make it kind of look like liquid. I put this on top, glued this on top, and then I put my red straw in. So my red straw is also from Coffee First. And grab it over here. So I cut it in half. You actually don't need the whole straw, it's kind of big. So you can get 2 with 1. So when I glued this all together, I slipped the straw in the front, glued that on like that, and added this. Now, I do not have any special vellum glue, but I did use Journey Glaze, which is clear, so you can still see a smidge of it here and here, but I think it adds a little dimension to the cup. So instead of gluing that here on screen, I have one already done. Super simple, just some die cuts put together. So now we have a burger and we have some soda. Now let's work on the fries. So for the fry box, the piece of white is 2 1/4 or 2 by 1 1/2. And all I did was I took this little tiny square of whipped cream and I cut an oval like this. So it's not totally a fry box yet. So what you're going to do is, we're going to move the cheese out of the way, is you are going to just hand cut it into a fry box. So what I did was I diagonally cut up to the edge on both sides, just a little bit, to kind of give it that fry box shape. So now it still doesn't look like a fry box. So then you are going to trim a little bit of the top off here to make it a little bit more square, and you are going to trim a little bit off of the bottom. And the way I did this is, if you mess up one of your angles on your sides, it gives you a little more flexibility without having to start all over. So I think we could probably cut this guy a little shorter, and there you have it. So for the French fries, I took a piece of pineapple smoothie, and this is 1 1/4 by 1 3/4, and it's really just a scrap. Any size scrap will work. And you just want it to be a little bit bigger than your fry box. And what you're going to do is you are going to create French fries, and you just go all along the paper like this, all the way across. So I already have one of these already cut. And so here, if you crumble them, move them around with your fingers, they look a little bit more like French fries. So then what you're going to do is you're going to attach your fry box to the French fries, and it's going to hang over on the edge. That's done on purpose. So let's add a little bit of tape here to the fries and go ahead and put those on. So you want your fries sticking up out of your box, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to take your scissors and you are going to trim off the excess French fries. Okay, so now your French fries fit, but they are all in a straight line. So what you're going to do is you're going to fluff them up a little bit, because some of the French fries fall out of the box. And then you are going to trim, I'm going to pull this up a little bit closer to the camera, you are going to trim the edges uneven, so diagonal, and cut in a bunch of different directions. So I usually start at one end and snip down like that, and then do another one a couple over like that, and maybe one more like that over here, and then you go the other direction for the other ones. And now your French fries are a lot more uneven. And then one last step is you're going to want to put some ink on the edges. It gives them a little bit of dimension. Now, so there you have some French fries, and depending on how much you snip, some are sometimes square, but there you have it. And so this guy's a little loose, so I'm just going to pull him off. Anyway, so there you got some French fries. Now for this guy, these particular gift cards are for Burger King, so if you like McDonald's French fries, you can just make them with a red fry box, and you can see they fit perfectly. I didn't crumple these up as much, but they're just as cute depending on which gift card you like to give, but I'm giving Burger King. So I put this little blue and red dot on the front so that you kind of simulates their white French fry box. So there's only one more step, and that's creating the pocket to hold the gift card. And what I did was I stamped the word enjoy, which comes from Mini Greetings, and I literally, this one actually has enough sticky on there, but I would put the dollar amount here in a Sharpie and attach this with a glue dot. So I'll just actually rub this one off. This is the sticky that comes on the packaging. Just pull that off. And let me find my glue dots. Here they are. And this way here, you can just put a glue dot there and it will hold it in place like that. All right, so I just punched a hole in this. I fed the ribbon through the top like this, smoothed it out. And then I took the oatmeal cookie thread and tied a bow right here. So I have some of that here, but we'll just kind of go with this one. And then I stamped enjoy on there right here for that. And now when you put it all together, you have this great gift card. So my son will be giving this to his summer club swim coaches as a thank you for their season. Thanks for joining me today.